You are listening and watching to a very special podcast. Alright, you guys, I'm going to be doing some deleted stuff, deleted scenes that I forgot to put in. So, this one is going to be where Tilda's older sister and her daughters get to meet Jura and, of course, two familiar people from Sabertooth. Enjoy! Running away from these infestations was really a big situation, but having your two daughters as just the ones who have such great speed and strength and also agility. But it wasn't easy for her. It wasn't easy for Lorraine. She really needed some experience. Then, all at once, her foot slipped and she almost fell. She almost twisted her ankle. Looking at the monsters coming in at her, she knew that this was it. However, all of a sudden, a voice roared out. "Iron wall!" Then, as if rocks came and crushed the monsters, sending them flying, but also at the same time, a few of them were pretty crushed by the rocks. Lorraine couldn't believe it. What in heaven's name? Then she looked. There was a man who looked like some sort of monk. He looked down and extended his hand. "Are you all right?" he asked. "Yes, thank you. You saved my life. There must be something I could do to repay you," Lorraine said. Surprised, the man just laughed. "You don't need to thank me. It's all right." No, don't you dare talk to me like that. Don't brush me off. I never even hollered for help. I thought it was the end for me," Lorraine said. "Wait, I've seen you before. You're Jura, right?" "Yes, from Lamia Scale." "Oh, I can't wait until my daughters..." "Wait, Shadoe? Effie? Oh no." "I know where they are. They were just right above. Come on," Jura instructed, helping Lorraine up. The two of them went to go find Shadoe and her sister Effie. Meanwhile, Shadoe and Effie were facing off against the infestations. It wasn't that easy for them. "Come on, I'm having a lot of fun here. I really want to do more." "Come on, seriously? Ugh. This is really driving me insane," Shadoe said. "The infestations. There was too many of them. They couldn't defeat them." Shadoe and Effie were really exhausted. "Oh, I can't do this anymore." "Neither can I." The two girls were really exhausted. They had to keep on fighting. But it was just so much. The infestations were closing in. Just before they could do anything, wacko! Something just hit them, like some sort of black and orangey yellow color just flashing in on them. That really woke up Shadoe and Effie. What happened? Who was that? Effie said, "Calm down. I don't know who did." What the? The two sisters couldn't believe it. What the? Who is that? I don't know. There was this big, bulky man with green, long, spiky hair. He didn't have a shirt on. He just wore something. And also at the same time, he looked pretty tough. Wow, is that the guy that... Why, yes, a voice said from behind. Hey, don't hurt me. Oh, hi. Wait, where did you come from? Effie said. I didn't even see him, Shadoe said with amazement. This guy, he wore a masquerade mask. He wore a hat with a big feather on it. Or is it fluff or whatever it was? Ah, where did you come from? Why, from over there, if I recall, said the young man. Did you just save us? You and him. You saved us, Shadoe said. Of course, little children like you shouldn't be wandering around. I am not a child, Effie said. Well, excuse me if I have to remember. Your body is quite of a child. Yeah, she's my little sister. Hey, I'm not little. Yeah, you are. You're the youngest. That's not fair. It is so, Shadoe said. The two girls began bantering with one another until the one in red with the big hat said, Ladies, enough. The two sisters stopped when they heard the guy. I don't believe I know you from somewhere. Well, of course you don't. My name is Rufus from Sabertooth. Sabertooth? Oh, they're the ones from Maggie's team, Effie said, bouncing up and down. Shadoe put a hand on her sister's head and said, Will you calm down? Relax, but I know who they are. Just calm down, Shadoe said. Effie pouted, and then she leaned over and screamed, I am calm! Well, thank you for blaring into my ear, Shadoe said. The one with the green hair sighed. Tell me something. Do you girls always fight like this? Are we gonna fight with one another, or are we gonna fight these things? Yes. Take that, and that, and that, Effie said, firing at them. Shadoe managed to get up to her feet swiftly. You know, if we get out of this, I'm owing you guys for saving us. You don't need to owe us anything, Rufus said. Well, I do, so you better remember that. Oh, I will. I definitely will. And so the four of them faced off against these monsters. Once it was all over, Shadoe and Effie beamed at hearing a familiar voice calling. Shadoe! Effie! Mom! Shadoe said. Mommy! Effie said. Effie ran over to see her mother was all right. Mom, you're okay, Shadoe said. Oh, I was so worried about you. Who are they? Lorraine said with nervousness. Oh, they're from Sabertooth. Suddenly, Jura realized who they were. Ah, so we meet again, Jura said. I can see you're all doing well. Orga looked pretty nervous. Yeah, it's good to see you, You're not gonna punch me down the ground again, right? No, I can see we made pretty good progress of helping each other out, Jura said. So you know these two? Why, yes. I actually had to defeat Orga here from Sabertooth. I had to use all my brutal strength, and he landed into the ground defeated. Yeah, I remember that. Man, that was painful. Orga complained. Yes, if I recall, you were pretty much unconscious for a while. Rufus said. Ah, so Sabertooth was defeated. The big, strong one from Sabertooth was defeated by Jura Nixus. Or should I say Iron Rock Jura? So, you... What kind of light power was that? Effie said. It's not any ordinary power, Orga said. It's called Godslayer magic. Godslayer? Wait, are you out to kill? What? No, honey. I believe I heard about Godslayer. I believe Shelly was one. But what does Godslayer mean? Why, it means to slay gods. Not, you know. Oh, good, Shadoe said with relief. Well, I have to thank you two. Actually, not just you two, but also him as well. I hope you all will remember. Just then, the communication device was going crazy. Hey, where are you two? I want your butts back here right this minute, Maggie said. Oh, great. Well, I guess we'll be off then, Rufus said. Rufus and Orga made their leave. Once they got back to Maggie's, everything was fine. But Lorraine will never forget that day. Those guys were really a big help to her, and to her daughters as well. Thank you so much for listening and watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye!